Welcome to Coronado Island, the crown jewel of Southern California. We're here about a mile off the coast of San Diego on this magnificent island. This is our first morning. We haven't quite got to sunrise yet, but I wanted to start here at one of the most picturesque sites in the entire United States, the wonderful Hotel del Coronado, known as the Del. Here, this wondrous Victorian architecture is a sight to behold. Later in this video, we'll get to experience the grounds and the magnificent lobby along with the courtyards. We'll wander the island, the beautiful Italian markets, and bring back everything that we need to bake in our Nashville kitchen. Later, we'll go inland into San Diego and get to see the island from the mainland side. This is a beautiful place to come. I can't wait to share it with you. So join me now as we explore Coronado Island and Southern California. We are about 10 minutes away from sunrise here on Coronado Island. But before it does, I thought I'd point out one of these beautiful geological features. That is Point Loma in the distance. You can see the outline of the rock formation. That is part of the mainland. The island is, like I said earlier, just about a mile off of the coast. And in the distance between the bay and the mist, you get to see that beautiful point out there. We will go to Point Loma and the Sunset Cliffs later in this video, but for now, just before the sun rises, I thought you'd like to see the beautiful point and the ocean behind me. Enjoy. I made a quick 5-minute walk about a block away from the Hotel del Coronado so that we could experience the sunrise on the east side of the island. Of course, the sun does not rise over the Pacific Ocean side because that's facing west. So here on the marina, we get an eagle-eye view of the sunrise and the city in the background, which may not be visible in this video, but I promise you'll get to see the skyline of San Diego from Coronado Island. Now, let's just take a few seconds to enjoy this glorious sunrise that unfortunately is obscured by that cloud band, but we'll see beauty nonetheless. As promised, here is the beautiful skyline of San Diego, and of course it is obscured by some of these magnificent yachts here in the marina and the band of mist that you see in the distance. Let's talk a little bit about that mist. Coronado is part of one of the many microclimates of Southern California, and actually all of California as a whole. Here on the island, as with many island locations off of coast, it's about 10 degrees cooler here than it is on the mainland. Once you go inland and the wind stops, you don't get that biting wind chill, even at a time of year when you think it would be warm. But because of these microclimates, this island has almost constant cloud cover. There are, of course, days when there are no cloud cover, but you'll get to see most of this. But if you go into the inland island, it may be beautiful and sunny while it's cloudy and misty here. That just adds to the charm and uniqueness here of Coronado Island. So let's take a look as I step out of the way at the beautiful skyline of San Diego. This is a very foggy view of San Diego behind me. We're on the eastern edge of Coronado Island in Centennial Park. off the distance over here is the ferry dock that takes you over to the mainland. And just a little while ago, I got some great views of the ferry coming in, and I think I might have gotten a little bit of a video from that. So as soon as the ferry was emptied of everybody on it, I realized that it was filled with people on bikes, people jogging, people walking, most of them going over to the Navy base, which we can't go to the Navy base on this trip because, of course, we don't have clearance, but I'll give a brief overview of that later on in the video. So for now, let's just enjoy the beautiful sights of San Diego Bay, maybe half of San Diego because of the fog. But as you can see, facing east, the sun is about to come up over the skyline. So let's just enjoy San Diego. I came down here to Centennial Park long before sunrise. It was very dark, and I knew it was going to be foggy, but it hasn't cleared up. And that's okay because it just adds to the mystique of Coronado. Off over here to my distance, you can see the ferry that left the terminal is headed over to the mainland, but behind it you can see in the little mist the outline there of the beautiful Navy ship. That is the USS Midway Museum, and I'm hoping that we'll get a chance to go over to the mainland maybe the second to last day that we're here. I know for sure that we are going to the mainland on Saturday to visit the largest Italian farmers market in San Diego. I am so excited about that because I think that is the day that we're going to be able to pick up everything that we need to bring back to Nashville to bake in our kitchen. Welcome to Point Loma. We've made our way over the Island Bridge into the mainland and through downtown San Diego. We took another short 10-minute drive and made our way to the Federal Park, which is Point Loma, which doubles as an installation for the Navy base. We passed by an absolutely stunning naval cemetery, and it was so moving. I'm obviously not going to take any video or photographs of the cemetery, but once we got past it, we came here to Point Loma. In the distance, you can see the beautiful, beautiful lighthouse. I'll have more on that in just a moment. But for now, let's just enjoy the beautiful, soft wind as it blows across Point Loma and the lighthouse behind. I've made a pretty daring hike along an unprotected but still hikeable trail to the very top of Point Loma. Off to the distance is the vast Pacific Ocean. The beauty here is probably not comprehensible by looking at this video, but it just stretches on and on with a really beautiful breeze, and off in the distance, sailboats and beautiful, clear blue water just along the basin there where the cliffs empty out into the water. This is probably been one of the most stunning hikes I've ever been on, and I did it all in a chef's coat, which you can't believe. It has had bunches of people gather around me wondering what's going on. So sometimes I look kind of crazy, but I like to look crazy so that I can bring all of you to spectacular places such as this, the tippy top of Point Loma. So just welcome to bustling Little Italy here in San Diego. We're here bright and early on a Saturday morning, about to experience the Italian Farmers Market. I think today will be the day that we get to bring everything back to Nashville just by shopping here. It's about 6 blocks continuous of stalls and vendors. I can't wait to see what I find. So join me. We've made it to the midway point. We've already picked up some great pasta and a little bit of flour. And I'm going to make my way through the rest of the farmers market and see what else I can find. So there's so much to do down here, more than just shopping. We've got bocce ball, we've got beautiful foliage, jacaranda trees, and of course over here we've got all the vendors. This has been such a fantastic experience. I've picked up some bakery goods to try. I've talked to some of the local vendors. Unfortunately, none of them had the time to be interviewed on camera, but I've got lots of information that I'll pass along if you want to come here to the Italian Farmers Market in Little Italy at San Diego.
What a wonderful, I love you too.
Today is Memorial Day, and I could think of no better place to end our trip than exactly in the spot where we started our trip, here at the Hotel del Coronado. We have been able to do so much in the 2 weeks that we've been here. It's been a fantastic trip, and it's gone off without a single hiccup, which is kind of surprising to me. The weather has been stunning, the people have been fantastic, and the food has just been incredible. Join me on our next trip as we visit Washington, D.C., but for now, enjoy the last few moments that we're here on the beach in Coronado before we make our flight back to Nashville. Again, thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in upcoming videos